A very good evening. You're watching DD News Kohima with me, Sinti Runla. A look at our top stories first. Minister Dharmendra Pradhan says National Education Policy 2020 is road to achieve Viksit Bharat 2047. Education Minister Dharmendra Pradhan virtually launches 10 PM Sri schools, lays foundation stones for 23 hostels across Nagaland. Lok Sabha resumes special discussion on Operation Sindoor. And Rajya Sabha takes up special discussion on Operation Sindoor. Defence Minister Rajnath Singh says India adopts a zero tolerance against terrorism. Now the details. Education Minister Dharmendra Pradhan said that the National Education Policy (NEP) 2020 serves as a philosophical framework designed to promote world-class education universally, and it has become the most significant road towards achieving the vision of Viksit Bharat 2047. Speaking at the inaugural session of the Akhil Bharatiya Shiksha Samagam 2025 in New Delhi today, he highlighted that the National Education Policy (NEP) 2020 represents a transformative renaissance in the Indian education system. Mr. Pradhan said that the government has been successful in taking NEP 2020 to classrooms, campus and community. During the event, a union minister laid foundation to various projects and launched Thara app and My Career Advisor app. The union minister also unveiled various initiatives worth more than 4,000 crore rupees. The central government today celebrated the 5th anniversary of the National Education Policy (NEP) 2020 Akhil Bharatiya Shiksha Samagam. The day was commemorated by formally dedicating PM Sri schools and laying the foundation stones for hostels under the Thardi Abba Janjatiya Kram Utkarsh Abhiyan, making a dual milestone in education and tribal welfare. On the occasion, 10 PM Sri schools were dedicated and foundation stones for 23 hostels were laid virtually in Nagaland. As part of the nation's 14,500 schools under PM Sri initiative, schools will serve as centers of excellence with enhanced infrastructure and curricula reflecting NEP's focus on access, quality, equity and equality. The schools were officially dedicated to the nation by Union Minister of Education Dharmendra Pradhan in a virtual ceremony held from Bharat Mandapam, New Delhi during the Akhil Bharatiya Shiksha Samagam. The event was streamed live and attended by students, teaching faculty, district administration officials, legislators, community members and parents from across Nagaland. Under the Thardi Abba Janjatiya Kram Utkarsh Abhiyan, foundation stones for 23 hostels across Nagaland were also virtually laid by Union Minister of Education Dharmendra Pradhan. The Union Minister addressed the ceremony virtually from Delhi. The Lok Sabha today resumed special discussion on Operation Sindoor. Participating in the discussion, Home Minister Amit Shah said that during Operation Mahadev yesterday, the Indian Army, CRPF and Jammu and Kashmir Police neutralized the 3 terrorists who were involved in the Pahalgam terror attack. He said 3 rifles were seized from the terrorists which were used in the Pahalgam terror attack. Mr. Shah informed that the 3 terrorists, Suleiman Shah, Gibran and Hamza Afghani, were successfully eliminated. Mr. Shah stated that Prime Minister Narendra Modi acted with unwavering resolve in response and authorized Operation Sindoor. He emphasized that security forces were instructed not to allow terrorists responsible for the Pahalgam attack to leave the country. Mr. Shah hailed the country's armed forces, saying they eliminated the terrorists and dismantled their camps with surgical precision. The Rajya Sabha has taken up a special discussion on India's strong, successful and decisive Operation Sindoor in response to the terrorist attack in Pahalgam. Initiating the discussion, Defence Minister Rajnath Singh congratulated the Indian Army and security forces for eliminating 3 terrorists in Jammu and Kashmir who brutally killed 26 innocent people in Pahalgam. He stressed that the objective of the Operation Sindoor was to destroy terrorist hideouts and to send a clear message that India adopts a zero tolerance against terrorism. Mr. Singh added that Operation Sindoor's role is highly important in shaping the country's future.
पाक ऑक्युपाइड कश्मीर के लोग बोलेंगे मैं भी भारत हूं। सभापति महोदय, किसी देश में जनता सत्ता पक्ष को और विपक्ष को अलग अलग दायित्व सौंपती है। सत्ता पक्ष का काम होता है जनता के हितों को ध्यान में रखते हुए कार्य करना और विपक्ष का काम होता है सरकार से जनता के मुद्दों से संबंधित जरूरी प्रश्न पूछना। ऑपरेशन सिंदूर क्यों प्रारंभ किया गया, इसकी जानकारी पहले भी दी गई है और आज भी मैंने सदन को दी है। सभापति महोदय, कभी कभी हमारे विपक्ष के मित्र ये पूछते रहे हैं कि हमारे कितने विमान गिरे। मुझे लगता है कि उनका यह प्रश्न हमारी राष्ट्रीय जनभावनाओं का सही प्रतिनिधित्व नहीं कर पा रहा। उन्होंने एक बार भी हमसे यह नहीं पूछा कि हमारी सेनाओं ने दुश्मन के कितने विमान गिराए। सभापति महोदय, मैं बतलाना नहीं चाहता।
And here at home, the Extra Assistant Commissioner of Semenyo District, Martha Nguli, stated that recognition by Northeast Initiative Development Agency in Semenyo District has helped farmers gain confidence and encourage adoption of sustainable agriculture methods. Speaking at the Best Farmer Award Felicitation Program at Penwenyo Village today, he said it has also contributed to long-term ecological balance and economic resilience in remote areas. Mr. Nguli added that such recognition given today will further encourage many farmers, helping them in creating more opportunities in increasing their income and quality of life in the days to come. And it's time now for a short break. Please stay with us.
बड़ी बहू, ये तुम्हारे नाम।
इतनी भी क्या जल्दी थी?
अरे और छोटी, ये तुम्हारे नाम। और ये मेरी गुड़िया के नाम।
पर दादी,
हाँ?
आपके नाम?
सब कुछ मैंने बैंक, लॉकर, फिक्स डिपॉजिट सब में इन्हें ही तो नॉमिनी बनाया है। कल जब मैं ना रहूं तब पैसे मिलने में इन्हें आसानी हो।
शुभ शुभ बोलो।
क्या?
आरबीआई कहता है
जानकार बनिए, सतर्क रहिए।
Welcome back. A job fair was held today at the Regional Employment Exchange Kohima, Directorate of Employment under the Ministry of Labour and Employment. The job fair was jointly organized by the National Career Service for Centre for SC/ST Kohima and Don Bosco Job Placement Network Dimapur. Addressing the program, Sub-Regional Employment Officer, National Career Service for Centre for SC/ST Kohima, R.S. Supunipo, informed that such job fairs are organized occasionally to create a platform for job seekers across the state who are unemployed so as to employ them in different companies across the state and country. The candidates seeking for these jobs are first screened and interviewed before being employed. Ms. Supo further informed that the job fair had 5 companies, namely Geely Breeze, Dalent Acquaintance, SBI Life, T-Tech and Apex Motor Enterprise Dimapur, which will be conducting interviews to recruit job seekers. And the Defence Research and Development Organization, DRDO, has successfully tested the range capabilities of the indigenous quasi-ballistic missile system Pralay over 2 consecutive days from Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam Island off the Odisha coast. The trials were conducted as part of the user evaluation trials in collaboration with the Indian Armed Forces. Developed by DRDO, Pralay is an indigenously developed solid propellant quasi-ballistic missile employing state-of-the-art guidance and navigation to ensure high precision. The missile is capable of carrying multiple types of warheads against various targets. Defence Minister Rajnath Singh has complimented DRDO, the armed forces and the industry for the successful flight tests. The 27-hour and 30-minute countdown for NASA ISRO Synthetic Aperture Radar NISAR, slated for launch tomorrow, began this afternoon at 14:10 hours Indian Standard Time. NISAR is the first joint satellite mission of the Indian Space Research Organization (ISRO) and U.S. National Aeronautics and Space Administration (NASA). NISAR will be launched by ISRO's Geosynchronous Satellite Launch Vehicle GSLV F-16 from Satish Dhawan Space Center in Andhra Pradesh's Sriharikota at 17:40 hours IST tomorrow. The NISAR mission is the first time a GSLV rocket is being used to place a satellite in sun-synchronous polar orbit, signaling ISRO's growing technical sophistication in supporting diverse space missions. Ministry of Skills Development and Entrepreneurship today opened the registration link for the India Skills Competition ISC 2025. The biennial competition is designed to identify, nurture and reward India's most talented youths, preparing them to represent the nation on international stages and showcase their skills and expertise. The competition aims to inspire young people to pursue careers in vocational education and to recognize the importance of skilled work in today's economy. The competition will feature 63 skills for which participants from all 36 states and union territories will compete. The competition is open to all Indian nationals, with participants required to meet specific age criteria. The minimum age is 16 years and the maximum age limit is 25 years. For certain advanced technology skills such as cybersecurity, mechatronics and aircraft maintenance, among others, participants must be born on or before 1st January 2001. Interested persons can register at or via the Skill India Digital Hub portal. The last date to complete the registration is the 30th of September. Winners of the national competition will receive extensive training and mentorship to represent India at the World Skills Competition 2026 and other international forums. And it's time now to look at the weather reports across Nagaland.
Kohima today recorded a maximum temperature of 27 degrees Celsius and a minimum temperature of 19 degrees Celsius, while Dimapur had a maximum temperature of 36 degrees Celsius and a minimum temperature of 24 degrees Celsius. Wokha experienced a maximum temperature of 32 degrees Celsius and a minimum temperature of 22 degrees Celsius. Mokokchung had a maximum temperature of 30 degrees Celsius and a minimum temperature of 21 degrees Celsius. Mon had a maximum temperature of 34 degrees Celsius and a minimum temperature of 23 degrees Celsius. Towards the east, Twinsang had a maximum temperature of 24 degrees Celsius and a minimum temperature of 17 degrees Celsius. Zinabuto had a maximum temperature of 26 degrees Celsius and a minimum temperature of 19 degrees Celsius. Phak had a maximum temperature of 24 degrees Celsius and a minimum temperature of 17 degrees Celsius. That's all for the weather report.
And before we close, a quick look at the top stories once more. Education Minister Dharmendra Pradhan says National Education Policy 2020 is route to achieve Viksit Bharat 2047. Education Minister Dharmendra Pradhan virtually launches 10 PM Shri schools, lays foundation stones for 23 hostels across Nagaland. Lok Sabha resumes special discussion on Operation Sindoor. And Rajya Sabha takes up special discussion on Operation Sindoor. Defence Minister Rajnath Singh says India adopts a zero tolerance against terrorism. That's a wrap for tonight. Thanks for watching. Good night.